have too many flaws, too many imperfections. God has already approved you. He's already called you a masterpiece. He can already see the finished product. He knows exactly what he's making you into. Now take the pressure off yourself. When you're trying to do it all on your own, it's frustrating. Why am I still dealing with this? It's taking so long. And why do I still struggle in this same area? Before long, you're down on yourself, feeling wrong on the inside. That's what slows down the process. Being against yourself is limiting your growth. It's keeping you from God's best. The enemy would love for you to go through life feeling like you don't measure up. You don't deserve to be blessed. Don't believe those lies. You are a masterpiece in the making. God knew everything about you, and he still approves you. He knew every flaw, every shortcoming, and he still accepts you. You don't have too much wrong with you. You haven't made too many mistakes. God has already approved you. He's already said that was very good. Why don't you start approving yourself? Not when you perform better, not when you get it all together. Accept yourself while you're in the process of changing. One morning, Jesus was at the Sea of Galilee, and so many people had gathered around. He asked Peter if he could borrow his boat so he could push out from the shore and teach the people. He never met Peter, but Peter agreed. After Jesus finished, he told Peter to go back out into the water and he would catch a great haul of fish. Peter had fished all night, caught nothing. It made sense to his mind, but he went back out and caught so many fish that his nets began to break. He had to call another boat over, and they both were so loaded down, they began to sink. Peter came to the shore, and he fell at Jesus' feet and said, "Sir, please go away from me. I'm too much of a sinner to be around you." Jesus said to him, "Peter, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." Peter was thinking about all of his flaws, all of his shortcomings. He was hot-tempered, loud, impatient. He was a fisherman. Full of love, used strong language. 3 years after he'd been following Jesus, he cursed the lady out and said he was a denier. One time he cut off a soldier's ear trying to defend Jesus. Another time he denied that he knew Christ. In the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus asked him to stay up and pray, but Peter fell asleep. He didn't have great character, great integrity, loyalty. He didn't come from a background of faith. He was all over the place. When Jesus said, "Follow me," he thought, "Jesus, you're the wrong person. You don't know who I am. I have all these weaknesses." Jesus could have said, "You're right, Peter. I should have done a better background check. I didn't know you were going to be cursing people out, cutting off ears, and denying that you knew me. You're a mess. I better find somebody else." Jesus knew everything about Peter. He knew his shortcomings. He knew every mistake he would make, every time he would fail. But he also knew what Peter could become. We judge people on the outside, but God looks on the inside. He knew Peter was a masterpiece in the making. That he just had to be refined and worked with so he could discover who he really was. At one point, Jesus said to him, "You are Simon, but you shall be called Peter." Simon represents shifting sand, unstable, inconsistent.
How everybody doing today? How y'all doing?
Of all the people Jesus could have chosen, he said to Peter, "Upon this rock, I will build my church." Here's a man that
How
seems
you
the
doing?
least likely that God would build a church on.
8677.
A fisherman
How you doing, Lex?
with rough language,
How y'all doing today?
that compromises, that's hot-tempered. How could this be? Here's the phrase that tells us. Jesus said to Peter, "Follow me, and I will make you." Jesus was saying, "Peter, you can't do this on your own. I can see why you're confused. You're looking at your flaws, but I'm looking at your potential. You're looking at your dysfunction, but I'm looking at
I'm
your
good
destiny.
today too.
You think you're a mess, but what you can't see is you're a masterpiece. It's not up to you to change yourself, Peter. Follow me, and I will make you. I will refine you. I will favor you. I will give you strength. I will open new doors. I will set you on a better path. I will bring out your talents. I will make you into the masterpiece that I created
Nothing
you
much.
to be."
Just listening.
When Jesus calls
Just
Peter,
listening to the
told
word.
him in effect, I'm going to do something awesome with your life. I'm going to make you into a person with great character and integrity and discipline. Will cause you to set a new standard and leave your mark. Often we think like Peter. Not me, God. You don't know who I am. You don't know what I struggle with. I still have all these flaws. I still don't perform
What you
like
doing,
I
BF?
should.
BFB, what you
God is
doing?
saying to you what he said to Peter, I will make you. It's not just up to you. Don't worry about what you're dealing with. I'm going to change things. I'm going to breathe my freedom, my healing, my favor, my strength. I'm going to help you do what you can't do on your own. Jesus said, you are Simon, but you shall be called Peter. We get stuck on the you are. You are addicted. You are undisciplined. You are impatient. You are hot-tempered. That's where the enemy would love for you to stop. Look at you, man. You should be down on yourself. You can't get it together. Still dealing with the same things. God is saying, I know what you are right now. I know what you haven't been able to overcome, but stay encouraged. You shall be is on the way. God is going to make you. It's not up to you to make yourself. It's up to you to follow
What you
him.
doing, BFB?
Keep in first place, stay pliable, and he will make you. Peter was at this critical point. He'd stayed focused on his flaws and how unworthy he was, how he didn't measure up. We wouldn't be talking about it. He had to shift his focus from thinking he had to change himself to believing that God would change him. When Jesus said, follow me and I will make you, something switched in his mindset. The pressure is not on all me to do it. He's going to make me. That's when he dropped his nest and followed Jesus. He had to be willing to accept himself, to be at peace with who he was while God was in the process of changing him. Didn't happen overnight. He still had rough edges, but he knew he was a work in progress, that he wasn't a finished product. After Jesus died and rose again, the first church was starting. They needed someone to give the inaugural address, this very prestigious role. They didn't choose a rabbi, a theologian, the chief priest. They chose Peter. He spoke, and 3,000 people gave their life to Christ. Peter was the one that when people got in his shadow, they were healed. This was the man that said, I'm unworthy. The man that said, I don't have it all together. I have too many shortcomings. I'll never measure up. But look what happens when you let God make you. The masterpiece comes out. I don't know, Joe. I still struggle in these areas. I should be further along. I'm not as disciplined as I should be. Problem is, you're trying to do it all in your own strength. That's pressure. That's when you feel wrong on the inside. That nagging feeling, why can't I do better? Try a different approach. God, I have some flaws. I have weaknesses, but I believe I'm a masterpiece in the making. I know you've approved me. You've accepted me. You've already planned my days for good. Like Peter, I'm going to follow you and let you make me. I'm going to accept myself while you're changing me. I'm going to enjoy the glory that I'm in right now. Psalm 100 says, know with approval, the Lord our God is he who makes us and not we ourselves. You're trying to be a self-made person, do it all on your own, change this, fix this, you're going to struggle. That's a constant battle. But when you let God make you, it takes the pressure off. When you learn to like yourself where you are, knowing that he's in control of the process, how fast it happens, then you can enjoy your life while God is working. When my father passed and I stepped up to pastor the church, I didn't feel qualified. I was insecure and intimidated. My father had a big personality, and I'm more quiet and reserved. The newspaper said no large church where the son took over ever made it. I overheard a couple people talking about how I wasn't as good as my father. When you're about to step into a new level, the enemy will work overtime to try to make you feel unqualified, unworthy, like you don't measure up. I had to do what I'm asking you to do. I said, God, I know you've raised me up for this time. You said if I follow you, you would make me. I'm looking away from all these distractions, from what I'm not, from what I don't have, from what people have said, and I'm trusting you to get me to where I'm supposed to be. Voices would whisper in the night, you're not qualified. I learned to say, talk to my maker. You're not strong enough, talk to my maker. You don't have what your father had, talk to my maker. You need to be more dynamic, talk to my maker. You can't make yourself into a masterpiece. That's your maker's job. You follow him. Believe what he says about you. Obey that still small voice, and he'll make you into the masterpiece he created you to be. My challenge today is don't go through life against yourself, feeling wrong on the inside because you're not as far along as you should be. Neither was Peter when Jesus called him, but he still became a masterpiece. You have to put on that approval. Know that God is pleased with you right where you are. He's not shaking his head because you're still dealing with some things. He's the one that's going to help you get free. Why don't you accept yourself while he's changing you? Being down on yourself is not going to help you do better. Until you like who you are, even though you have shortcomings, you'll never reach your potential. Take the pressure off. Trying to perform perfectly, then you're going to feel good about who you are. That's going to frustrate you. Do your best and trust God to take care of the rest. He's the potter. He has you on the wheel. Follow him, and he will make you.